Hey, this is Tony with Music Guy Online. I got your 3-minute mix fix video tip tutorial of the week. Today we're talking about how to clean up a lead guitar part, any kind of guitar part really, just to basically sweep out all the unnecessary frequencies, get rid of all the noise. And I mean, we're talking about cleaning up a guitar part here, but really this should be applied to virtually every track in your mix. Just taking a nice EQ and just sweeping off the frequencies that aren't essential to that track in order to create a lot more space for the surrounding tracks, which do need those frequencies. And that's how you get nice clean mixes, professional sounding mixes where everything cuts through, everything has a place. And that's what it's all about. So we're going to focus in on this guitar part in a song called Die Tonight, and I'm just going to play it for you here. It plays during the choruses to just as a bit of an accent, felt the sound a little bit, get something higher pitched, and it's right here. All right, so you can hear it. So a lot of distortion, a lot of crunch on that, but also a lot of harshness. It's very bright, and so we need to clean this up a little bit. So I'm going to just drop a basic EQ 8 right here, stock with any digital audio workstation you're working with. And first, let's just try rolling off some low end. I know we're going to clean up the high end, but first, we don't need this low end in here either. Just see how that sounds. Bring that Q down. So you hear that? It's like a all in here as I'm rolling it off. You hear less and less of it as I move to the right here and cut off the lower frequencies. That's just noise. It's just kind of garbage in the lower end of that tone that we don't need. It's not part of the identity of the sound, so we definitely want to sweep that out and get rid of some of that mud. Because, you know, one track is not too bad, but when we add up the sums of all the tracks with that low muddiness, that's when everything starts to sound cluttered and muddy, for lack of a better term. So definitely sweep that out. All right, now let's get that high end out of there. So we'll do a bit of a lower type shelf here. Just hear all the kind of tinniness start to fall away without really hurting the sound. The sound's still there. We're just taking off that kind of sound that's on the high end that just is hurting the ears. We just don't need all that on there. It's about there. We're fine. And then I might even bring down a little bit, make this a bit more of a steeper Q. Just cut out a little bit of that 1 to 2K range. And now let's hear everything that we've cut out before and after. So the sound's still in there that we wanted. It just, you know, it wasn't recorded as well as it could have been, but we can fix all that in post with some nice EQ. We're just focusing on the tone that's meant to be there. And, you know, I could sculpt a little bit more, be a little more precise with that, but that's just to give you an idea. Apply this to an overly bright or crunchy guitar part, something like that. Just clean it up, make everything a little bit tighter. And like I said, when we apply this to all of the guitar tracks, or just every track in our mix, it's going to create a lot more room for the tracks that need to take up that frequency space. And everything's going to sound so much cleaner. All right, that's it for today. Please subscribe if you haven't. I am Tony with Music Guy Online, and I will see you next time.